Welcome to your free online course in English grammar from Live and Learn. My name is Anjali. I hope you enjoy this lesson and you find it useful. If you do, please like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also if you know anybody else who might be interested in improving their English through learning English grammar, then please share this video with them. Okay. Let's move on to the lesson. Live and Learn free online course in English grammar. Lesson 13. Pronouns, Part 2. Pronouns are words used instead of a noun in a sentence. They are often used to avoid repeating a noun in a sentence. In the last lesson, we looked at personal pronouns and possessive pronouns. In this lesson, we will continue to study the different types of pronouns. Three, reflexive pronouns. When the doer of an action in a sentence is the same as the person, animal, or thing to whom the action is done, the doer of the action, the noun, is replaced by a reflexive pronoun. The reflexive pronouns are myself, yourself, himself, herself, oneself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. Singular reflexive pronouns. Case, objective. First person singular masculine and feminine genders, myself. Second person singular masculine and feminine genders, yourself. Third person singular masculine, feminine, common and neuter genders, himself masculine, herself feminine, oneself common, itself neuter. Plural reflexive pronouns. Case objective. First person plural, masculine and feminine genders, ourselves. Second person plural, masculine and feminine genders, yourselves. Third person plural, masculine, feminine, common and neuter genders, themselves. Examples of singular and plural reflexive pronouns. I hurt myself. Her colleague was on holiday, so she did the work herself. You will make yourself sick if you eat junk food all the time. We should congratulate ourselves for making the effort to learn English grammar. They were very proud of themselves when they won the hockey match. 4. Intensive or emphatic pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are also called intensive or emphatic pronouns when they are used to emphasize a noun or another pronoun. The intensive or emphatic pronouns are, as we have already seen, myself, yourself, himself, herself, oneself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. Examples. If you won't help me, I will do it myself. You yourself admitted that you lied. The town itself is quite small. They themselves were deeply embarrassed by their bad behavior. 5. Relative pronouns. Relative pronouns introduce relative clauses, which are a type of dependent or subordinate clause in a sentence. Relative clauses are called by that name because they begin with a relative pronoun. A relative pronoun refers to the noun that comes before it in a sentence. That noun is called the antecedent. The 5 main relative pronouns are who, whom, whose, which, and that. As you will remember, some of these are also used as adjectives. Who and whom refer to people. Which refers to things. That refers to people or things. Whoever, whomever, whichever, whatever, whoso, whosoever, whatsoever are classified as compound relative pronouns. In some sentences, the words what, when and where function as relative pronouns if they introduce dependent clauses. 1. Relative pronouns must agree with the antecedent in number, singular or plural, and person. This means that if the antecedent is second person singular, the verb that follows the relative pronoun must be in the second person singular. If the antecedent is third person plural, the verb that follows the relative pronoun must be in the third person plural. 2. If a relative clause is restrictive, which means that it provides necessary information about the noun in the sentence, then the rule is that it should not be separated from the rest of the sentence by commas. 3. If the relative clause is non-restrictive, meaning that it does not provide essential information about the noun, it should be separated from the sentence by commas. 4. In American English, the rule is that a relative clause introduced by which should always have a comma before it, whereas one introduced by that should not. In British English, a restrictive relative clause introduced by which should not be preceded by a comma. Examples of relative pronouns. Anita, who works with me, is a very talented artist. The relative clause is non-restrictive, i.e. non-essential here. The ATM which she always used was closed. The relative clause is essential here because it is the point of the sentence, so it is a restrictive relative clause. Where did you buy the beautiful earrings that you were wearing yesterday? We will go for a walk when the rain stops. The house where we used to live was flooded last year. Those are the people whose house was burgled last week. Six. Indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns refer to people, animals, numbers or things in a general way, without defining who, what, or how many there are. Some indefinite pronouns are also used as adjectives. The indefinite pronouns are anybody, everybody, nobody, somebody, anyone, everyone, others, no one, someone, anything, everything, nothing, something, all, any, few, many, several, some. Indefinite pronouns that end in one are always singular. Indefinite pronouns that end in body are always singular. Indefinite pronouns that end in thing are always singular. The indefinite pronouns few, many, several, and others are always plural. All is usually singular, but can be plural, depending on how it is used. If it is plural, it is followed by of. Examples. All is one. You can fool some of the people some of the time, and you can fool all of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all of the people all of the time. After the flood, the villagers were devastated. All of them had lost their homes. There were several people in the room, but I did not know any. Seven. Distributive pronouns. Distributive pronouns refer to people, animals, or things one at a time. The distributive pronouns are each, either, neither, other. Distributive pronouns are always singular and must be followed by a singular verb because the verb is connected to the pronoun and not the noun. We will look at subject-verb agreement in the chapter on verbs. Subject-verb agreement means that if the subject of a sentence is singular, the verb must be singular. If the subject of a sentence is plural, the verb must be plural. Distributive pronouns act as the subjects of sentences and clauses. Examples. Each of the girls was asked to do a different assignment. Here, was asked is the singular verb. Either of these cars is suitable for a family. Here, is the singular verb. Neither of the suitcases was suitable for air travel. Here, was suitable is the singular verb. Two brothers fought, and one was hurt, but the other was uninjured. Here, was uninjured is the singular verb. Note, as you can see, in sentences containing distributive pronouns, a singular verb often follows a plural noun, because the verb is actually referring to the singular pronoun. That is confusing for many people, and for all computers, which is why grammar spell checkers on computers always get this one wrong. Eight. Demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns point out the noun to which they refer. That is why they are also called noun markers. Demonstrative pronouns are this, that, these, those, such. And yes, these are also classified as adjectives. Examples. This is the house I want to buy. These are the apples from our garden. That is a good question. Those are the shoes I was looking for yesterday. He had been her friend at college, and as such, he was welcome to her party. They had been her friends at college, and as such, they were welcome to her party. Note, demonstrative pronouns are called demonstrative adjectives or demonstrative determiners when they are placed in front of nouns. Singular demonstrative pronouns are this, that, such. Plural demonstrative pronouns are these, those, such. Nine. Interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns are used for asking questions. They are relative pronouns, but they are doing a different job in a sentence, so they are called by a different name. The 5 interrogative pronouns are what, which, who, whom, and whose. Who, whom, and whose are only used to refer to people. What is only used to refer to things. Which is used to refer to people and things. Examples. Which way should I go to get to the train station? What are you doing? Whose pencils are those? Who was that man I saw you with yesterday? To whom could she turn for comfort in her hour of need? Singular interrogative pronouns are what, which, who, whom. Plural interrogative pronouns are what, which, whose, whom. Ten. Reciprocal pronouns. Reciprocal pronouns are used to express shared actions or feelings. They are used when something is done or given, and something is done or given in return. The reciprocal pronouns are each other, one another. As you can see, both consist of 2 words. Each other refers to 2 people, and one another refers to more than two people. However, in modern English, these pronouns are used interchangeably. Examples: Suki and Jean-Pierre love each other. The football team blamed one another for their defeat. Well done! You have completed this lesson. If you enjoyed the lesson and you found it useful, please do like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you know anyone who is also interested in improving their command of English by learning English grammar, please share this video lesson with them. If you would like to buy the Live and Learn English Grammar textbook, you can buy it as an ebook or as a paperback from the Amazon website that serves your country of residence. There are some links in the description box below the video. The book does go deeper into aspects of grammar, and it also contains exercises with answers so you can monitor your own progress. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.